Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is the Sketchbook Chronicles. It's a channel dedicated to my art journey. I do tutorials, watch me draws, reviews, all kinds of stuff. So if you're not already, please subscribe, truly appreciate it. Today, I thought I would show you something that I've actually started playing around with and have been really having fun doing, and that is doing a drawing and then essentially painting it with like an ink wash. So I'm just going to do a drawing of this seagull, and then we're going to fill it in with a bit of ink wash. So the whole key to this is just basically using ink that's water soluble. That's all you really need. So today I'm using my Sailor pen with the Fude nib. I've actually been really enjoying this pen. It's been a lot of fun to draw with, just with the different line variations I can get. But let's jump right into this and see how we do. So I wasn't really sure what to use as a reference for this drawing today, and then I came across this picture online, and I thought, that's it, that's the one. So we're just gonna do this drawing first, lay it in, and then we'll get to the part that I've really been enjoying lately, which is doing an ink wash. But yeah, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I've really been trying to practice this more loose, urban sketchy style of drawing. And again, that's also something that I've really been having a lot of fun with, and I think I'm really gonna just keep doing it. Because I find that the lines become more expressive. I find it's just a more relaxing and more enjoyable way of drawing. And I don't know, it's just been a lot of fun. If you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend it. Just, you know, if you ever come across, you know, a few extra pages in your sketchbook and you're not really sure what to do, highly recommend giving like this little urban sketching kind of style a try, because it really is. It's just fun. It's just fun. And see, this is what I mean about the varying line weights that you get. So just by tilting my pen with the Fude nib a little bit, I kind of get this thicker line. And likewise, I can also angle it upwards, get a bit of a thinner line. I could even turn it upside down and get a thinner line as well. So it's a really cool pen. This is actually my first experience with a Fude nib, but I definitely don't think it'll be my last. And then we'll just draw a little bit of land behind him there. I'm not going to worry too much about this background portion, because I don't want that to really be the focal point of this particular drawing. So I'm just kind of putting in enough information in there for context, just so just add a little bit more interest. But I'm not too focused on this portion, so I'm really just going to be doing a lot of kind of just like big blocky shapes for these buildings, and not really be worried about how detailed they are. Some indication of the water. Oh, be sure to check out my video if you haven't seen it yet. I did a video, I think a few months ago, about how to get like a pretty good interpretation of like an ocean and waves, just by using these little lines, like this little hatching technique here. So if you haven't seen that, be sure to check that out. Rocks and boulders are actually something that I want to work on as well to get a bit better at, because I feel like I could definitely draw them a lot better. Right now I generally, well, as you can see, I just kind of draw relatively angular, kind of, I guess, rock looking shapes, for lack of a better explanation or term. I mean, it works fine, but I would like to get a little better at it. If any of you have any tips, by the way, on how to draw like a rocky surface like this, or boulders, or rock, or just stones in general, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know, because this is something that I would like to work on and get better at. So yeah, just any tips you got, pass them along. So the thing to keep in mind when you're drawing, or when you're using this hatching technique for water, is just as you get closer to the foreground, you essentially just start making the space between these lines a little bit bigger, and that gives the impression that it's closer to you. So as you can see, like in the back, I have them relatively close together, and then slowly starting to come further and further apart. That's pretty good. So now to do the ink wash again, like I said, so we use water soluble ink, and now I just have here one of those water brushes that you can just fill with water, but you can use just like any paintbrush or anything like that. And all you have to do is, again, because this ink is water soluble, as soon as you get it wet, you see how it essentially behaves like watercolor and allows us to get a lot of these great, not only dark values, but like these really great midtones as well, which have really been adding like a whole other sense of texture and feeling to the artwork that I've been making lately. And so I've really been enjoying it, which is why I thought I'd share it with you in the hopes that maybe you'd want to try it as well. But you can get some of that little speckled pattern of this particular seagull's feathers. Like that, and then we can even come down here to the wall and add a bit of dimension and contrast to these cracks. Just add in a little texture here. And actually we'll even do this little coastline here, the base, because it's pretty dark there where these rocks meet the water. But yeah, so this has been a lot of fun. I've really been enjoying this, and it's a technique that, again, I'm not a master in, but I would like to become one. So I've been doing this a lot for about the last month, I would say, ever since I got my that sailor pen with the Fude nib. We'll get a little bit of shadow here underneath the seagull. And another great thing is, again, you can do all of this with just the one water brush or watercolor brush, or whatever kind of brush you may have on hand, and kind of just get all these different little tones going with just one brush and just the ink from your pen. Here, let's show some of that cast shadow or reflection of the rocks. Just a bit. The only downside I've seen is because this is ink, I have not been able to find a way, outside of using like whiteout or like a white paint marker, to like correct mistakes, because unlike watercolor, when you make a mistake, if you try to lift it, it doesn't really work too well. So that's the only caveat that I have, or well, at least the only one that I found so far. But yeah, but it works. I enjoy it. And then if you have some of these areas where maybe you added just a little too much water, once it dries, you can just go back in with your pen and just lay a line over it again, just to kind of strengthen up that line, which I'm probably going to do to some of these areas in the wall here. There we go. I would say that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it interesting. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. But that's what I've learned so far with ink wash. If you guys have any tips for me, please leave them in the comments down below. And until next time, I hope you guys try this out. Let me know how it goes, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.